I hate theater. Well, it's so disappointing, isn't it? You know what I do when I'm sitting in a darkened theater, waiting for the show to begin? I pray. Oh, dear God, please let it be a good show. And let it be a short show, oh Lord in heaven, please. 2 hours is fine. 3 hours is too much. And keep the actors out of the audience. Come on. I didn't pay good money to have the fourth wall come crashing down around my ears. I just want a few good songs. I just want to be entertained. I mean, isn't that the point? Amen. You know, there was a time when people sat in darkened theaters waiting for the show to begin, and they'd think to themselves, what if George and Ira Gershwin got for us tonight? Or can Cole Porter pull it off again? Could you imagine? Now it's please Elton John. Must we continue the charade? It used to be, sitting there in the darkened room, that you knew that when the show began, you'd be transported to a world of music and glamour, and you'd think to yourself, my God, when are they going to bring up the lights? Oh, how things have changed. Hello. How are we doing today? I'm feeling a little blue myself. You know, a little sad for no reason, a little anxious. A little sad that I should be feeling anxious at this age. You know, a non-specific state of sadness that I like to call blue. So when I'm feeling this way, blue, I like to listen to my music. So I was going through my records this morning. Yes, records. And I was about to put on Meredith Wilson's The Music Man. I had a craving for a young Ronnie Howard. But then I thought to myself, no, let's have a treat. Let's disappear for a while into the decadent world of the 1920s, when the champagne flowed while the caviar chilled and all the world was a party. For the wealthy, anyways. So, I dug about and what did I find? But one of my favorite shows, Julian Stein's The Drowsy Chaperone. Remember? It's the 2-record set remastered from the original recording made in 1928. It's a 2-record show with the original cast, including Beatrice Stockwell as the chaperone. Can you believe it? And this is a full 15 years before she became Dame Beatrice Stockwell. Isn't she elegant? Let me read to you what it says on the back. It says, mix-ups, mayhem, and gay wedding. Well, the phrase gay wedding has a different meaning nowadays, but back then it just meant fun. And that's exactly what this show is. Fun. So, would you indulge me? Would you let me play this record for you now? Yes. I was hoping you'd say yes. Do you hear that static? I love that sound. To me, it's the sound of a time machine starting up. All right now, let's visualize. Imagine, if you will, it's November 1928. You just arrived at the doors of the Theater in New York. It's very cold. Remember what used to be cold in November? Not anymore. November's like in August, global warming. We're all doomed. Anyways, it's very cold and a heavy gray sleet is falling from the sky. But you don't care, because you're going to see a Broadway show. Listen. Isn't this wonderful? It helps if you close your eyes. Overtures. I miss them. It's a show's way of welcoming you. Hello, welcome. The meal will be served shortly, but in the meantime, would you like an appetizer? That's what an overture is, a musical appetizer. A poo-poo platter of tunes, if you will. Ah! Something new. Sounds like a dance move.
dress was such a pleasure airing it, beseeching every God bless your dress. It's one fine dress, and I will tell you why you put it on. Wedding bells will ring, wedding bells will chime. Madam, who's the sign that's not right? Wedding bells will ring, wedding bells will chime. Wedding bells will ring, we'll sing along.
Your dress, your fancy dress. You're very, very glad you put it on.
Wedding guests have come,
Wedding guests are here. Wedding guests are at the door, and soon they will appear.
the star of Belgium's father's who I never lost. Mrs. Tondale, now don't worry, I have this whole wedding planned out. Key is organization, see? Each string represents a task yet to be completed. Pay the musicians, yell at the florist, book the minister. This whole wedding's gonna run like clockwork.
Lesbian. And of course, my favorite character, the Drowsy Chaperone. What more could you need for an evening's entertainment? Anyways, I'll lead you through this record as best as I can. Don't worry, it won't be hard to follow. So, we begin with a welcome from the love-struck groom.
Well, I would just like to thank everyone for coming. Why, who would have thought that I, Robert Quinn, would be marrying a glamorous showgirl, and that glamorous showgirl would be willing to give up a successful career for me, Robert Quinn.
That's so cute, you guys.
Now, if it weren't for Prohibition, I'd say let's raise a glass.
Here, here!
To Miss Janet Pendergraft, the most beautiful girl in the world.
Absolutely not.
Excuse me?
The groom mustn't see his bride on the day of the wedding. It's bad luck.
I hope you heard that, because that's a plot. Basically, hang on for the ride.
Breakfast will be served in the radiant room.
Say, it's a little early in the day to be drinking, isn't it?
I don't understand the question.
Look, you keep Janet away from Robert. You're the chaperone. That's your only job.
I am Capitan. Oh, Robert, who's my little monkey?
I'm your little monkey.
So, the bride and the groom are whisked away, and we turn our attention to the B plot, which involves the producer.
Mr. Felton!
Thank you, married and leaving show business.
Mr. Felton!
Doesn't she understand I got obligations?
Mr. Felton, I can be a leading lady. You said it yourself I'm useless in the chorus.
Kidding. How many times have I got to tell you? You ain't got one good.
But I've been taking lessons. Singing, acting, ballet.
Ballet?
Oh, yeah. And I'm pretty good too. Last week I even auditioned for Swanee Lake.
A little annotation. Kitty and Felton were a couple in real life. Jack and Sadie Adler. Now, this is a familiar comic construct. A stupid woman and her long-suffering companion. Well, she appears stupid, but in the end, she does something clever and makes everyone wonder whether it's all just an act. The irony here is that Sadie actually was quite stupid. Jack had to explain all the jokes to her, apparently. But still, she had a wonderful career on stage. At that time, the theater was the only place where stupid people could earn a decent living. This was before television, of course.
Kitty, I don't have time for this.
A penny for Mr. Felton.
Not now.
Perhaps a nice profiterole.
Boys, I'm not hungry.
Then perhaps we could give you something else to chew on.
Yeah, something that ain't food.
What?
Your confusion is to be expected. Although we stand here before you in the guise of innocent pastry chefs, we also
And primarily,
employees of a certain individual
A certain individual?
a certain individual.
who just so happens to be the largest single investor in Felton's Follies. He has sent us here
As pastry chefs,
to express his concern about Miss Vandergraft's impending nuptials.
specifically,
That if she gets married and leaves the show, then there ain't no show.
Say, don't I know you? No, you don't. Have you ever spent any time in Toledo?
Have you ever spent any time in a coma?
No, but I do have a cousin in Seattle.
Kim, boys, you tell your boss that this wedding is never going to happen. You have my word.
Oh, we'll take your word, all right.
But to go back on that word would be a recipe for disaster. Now we hope we have made ourselves perfectly eclair.
One can only hope.
You just gotta be kidding me!
A trifle much?
Don't talk with me!
All right, you can drop the pastry chef routine.
Alas, we cannot.
Yeah, we're on the lamb.
Lamb's an entree, a macaroon!
The gangsters were played by interchangeable vaudeville duo the Tall brothers, John and Peter Tall. They were born Abram and Mendel Mislakowicz, but were renamed to Ellis Island by a sarcastic immigration official. They were an example of the typical Broadway gangster, full of wordplay and stylized movement. Not very intimidating. Unless you find dancers intimidating, which I do, but for reasons that would not be appropriate to the situation.
We'll leave the matter in your hands, Mr. Belding. In the meantime, feel free to browse the Zoid carousel.
Yeah. Try the Toledo surprise.
It's to die for!
Holy cows, Mr. Belding! They're gangsters.
Very perceptive. Now go. How do you face?
He never listened to me.
Well, I can't stop this wedding! But how? Oh, please, Lord in heaven, tell me how! How?
I always thought that moment was a little... overplayed. So, with the story well on its way, let's go to the groom's room.
Hey there, handsome. Show me those pearly whites.
The groom was played by the dashing Percy Hyman. His fabulous smile adorned every tube of Albright toothpaste. Albright was hugely popular in the early 20s because it contained cocaine. It's true. If you looked at the ingredients, it was the fifth one down, right after sugar. Anyways, it wasn't long before he became a huge matinee idol.
Now, don't you worry. It's perfectly normal for a groom to be nervous on his wedding day. It is? Of course.
I love Percy Hyman. Now, some people say he was a terrible actor, but to those people I say, shut up.
Hey there, Mr. Mirrorman. Shaking and awaken, trembling like them Freddy cats do. Something big be bothering. You know what you got? Cold feet, brother, you got cold feet. You can make them cold feet hot with a little rhythm. Young feet, old feet, can be uncontrolled feet. Rhythm make them cold feet trot down the aisle. Rusty arches, they can learn to swing now. I see toes get shy. Wedding marches played in ragtime swing, make rigid souls come alive. They take their time. Cold feet, slow feet, turn them into old feet. Rhythm make them cold feet hot.
Well, why don't you just slime back to your little mud hole, you backstabbing worm? Well, now I have to find a new minister. Say, what are you up to?
I'm singing a song from Gentleman's Army, the Dixie Melody for wedding day jitters.
I think you've got the jitters, you've got the easy blow. I still gotta get the rice, the engineers, and a minister. I got the weight of the wedding on my shoulders.
George, it sounds like you've got cold feet.
What do I want?
Cold feet.
What do I want?
Cold feet.
What do I do? Stole feet?
No! You make the cold feet hot.
hot and sweaty after a long dance routine. He's still alive, you know. Last week I saw him celebrating his 100th birthday on the news. They wheeled him out and he had that wide-eyed, pained expression that God reserves for the very, very old on their birthdays. You know, the one that says, "Who are you? Where am I? Why is the cake on fire?" You know the one. Anyways.
All right, that's enough of that dancing around like a fool.
Sorry, George. I was just trying to calm my nerves. It's my win day after all.
Well, you could have snapped an ankle. Tap dancing is too dangerous. Why don't you go out for a skate instead? That's what I always do when I want to blow off some steam.
George, what would I do without you?
Oh! No, what was I thinking? You can't go out like that. You might see Janet. Why don't you put on this blindfold?
George, you think of everything.
Just looking out for you, my boy. And no more tap dancing. Wedding bells will ring. Wedding bells will chime. Wedding bells will sound.
Just ignore this. It does this occasionally. It rains. It'll stop soon. Just ignore it. What do you want from me? Oh!
Hello. You have reached my answering machine. Leave a short message after the tone, and I'll call you back at my convenience.
God, I hate that. It's like a cell phone going off in a theater. Hello, what are you doing today? Oh, I'm at the theater right now, ruining the moment. How about you? Oh, I couldn't get out tonight, so I thought I'd ruin the moment by proxy. Sorry, let's shake that off. Let's get back in our minds to 1928. They didn't have cell phones back then, but I'm sure they had something for the ruining of moments. Bugles, or something.
Happy wedding time.
So, the scene shifts and we find the bride, glamorous Janet Van Graff, entertaining questions from reporters as she lounges by the pool.
Is it true you're giving up a successful career to marry a man you hardly know? Yes. Robert and I met on the Lido deck of the Ile-de-France. He amused me with stories of his father's oil interests. We spooned briefly, and then he proposed.
Miss Vandergraff, so you won't be returning to the stage again? Ever?
I shan't.
You shan't?
I shan't. Can we quote you on that? Of course. One more question. Here, one more, please. Why in the world would anyone put olives in a Gibson?
I got a question. How can you give up the footlights when you know very well you got grease paint in your
Oh,
veins?
Victor, please.
Oh, Janet, I'm begging you. Dump the mug. Stay with the follies. I'll give you anything. Oh, fine. I'll put your name above mine on the marquee. Watch it.
Oh, Victor, if you think this is about vanity, why, you couldn't be more wrong. I don't want to show off no more. I don't want to sing tunes more. I don't want to ride moons no more. I don't want to show off.
Please.
I don't want to wear this no more. Putting saucy Swiss
balancing, it's painfully obvious that Miss Van de Graaff has no desire to continue a life on the stage.
Yeah. Can't you see? It's killing her soul.
Don't you worry, boys. This ain't over yet.
Yeah. I'm surprised she didn't do an encore.
I don't want an encore no more. Make the audience roar no more. I don't want a show.
That was Jane Roberts as the bride. She was the Oops Girl. Remember? Surely you remember the Oops Girl. Could you people read? She was billed as the girl whose sexual energy was so great that it caused all the men around her to have accidents. Spill their drinks and drive their cars into trees. And she would just go, oops. Well, I'm not really doing it justice, but people eat it up. She even made a whole series of films. Oops, The Oops Girl Come Home, and Oops Girl at Sea, which won an Oscar for special effects.
Okay, so, begging and groveling didn't work. On to plan B. And for that, I'm going to need the compass. Someone gullible with loose morals. I'm going to need a... what do you call them? A European. La 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 la.
In walks Adolfo, self-proclaimed ladies' man. Adolfo was played by former silent film star and world-class alcoholic Roman Bartelli. He was the one who later drank himself to death at a chateau in Nice, remember? It was 5 days before they found his body, and by that time it had been partially consumed by his pet poodles. Well, only partially consumed.
Excuse me, sir. I don't believe we've met. I am... Adolfo. You are Adolfo. Yes, I am... Adolfo. Whoa. Not the Adolfo. Yes, I am... Adolfo. Funny, you don't look like a scoundrel. Yes, I am... What? Oh, why, just now I overheard the groom saying Adolfo's a scoundrel. I just heard him say that. Adolfo, a scoundrel. Those very words. Adolfo is a scoundrel. It's like I'm hearing it again. This is outrageous. He is saying this to people, to beautiful ladies with breasts for making love. Why, you must take matters into your own hands. Yes, I must take this groom into my hands and kill him. Yes! No, don't kill him. Just, I hurt him enough so that he can't get married. Show me through this groom. Wait! What? What kind of man is this groom? A big man? Well, he's a burly fellow? He's big on the outside. No! I don't no fight big men. Small, pale, queasy, little people that doesn't fit. Hunt far away. It's no big man. So, I take it that you're a lover, not a fighter. Yes. Adolfo is a lover of beautiful ladies. Some say I am the king of romance. Well, you know what they say. The best way to get revenge on a man is through his door. No. The best way to get back at a man is through his window. No. Revenge. Back at a man. Through his. There is no ways. I'm not Santa Claus coming down chimney.
Through his woman!
Ah, his woman.
Yes, Rodolfo, you must seduce his woman.
His woman.
His bride!
Yeah. Yes. Show Adolfo to his bride. I shall seduce her, and that will show people Adolfo is no scoundrel. Wait!
What?
What kind of woman is this bride? A big woman?
No.
A girly woman?
No, she's the cat's pajamas.
Pajamas?
She's a looker. An attractive woman.
Ah. Show Adolfo to this cat in pajamas. And Adolfo shall make her purr.
Stop that.
Like a cat in pajamas.
Roman Martelli chewing the scenery as always. You certainly couldn't get away with a performance like that nowadays, could you? Mature contemporary audiences are too sophisticated to enjoy broad racial stereotypes on stage, so he banished them to Disney. Let the children sort it out.
Anthony!
Yes, madam.
The pastry chefs have been kind enough to provide the liquor for the party. Oh, but remember, underling, we have to be discreet.
Yes, madam.
It is prohibition after all.
Whereabouts, madam?
We'll have to use code words. For instance, if somebody asks for, a glass of ice water, what it really means is that they want a glass of vodka. Have you got that?
Yes, madam.
Are you sure? Maybe you should write it down.
I understand, madam. A glass of ice water is a glass of vodka.
What's a glass of ice water?
Vodka.
Ice water?
Vodka.
Ice!
Vodka.
Well, you see, that's settled then. One less thing to do. Underling, might I please have a glass of ice water? I found our meeting with the pastry chefs rather trying, and I would enjoy a glass of refreshing ice water.
Your ice water, madam.
Wait, thank you. That was pure vodka, you poop!
I hate this scene.
Well, now I really do need a glass of ice water.
A glass of ice water, madam?
Yes, ice water. Are you going deaf?
Would that help?
You can see where this is going, can't you? It's really just a series of spit takes.
Your ice water, madam.
Wait, thank you. That was pure vodka, you poop!
You know, in some ways, the Drowsy Chaperone was quite progressive. An interracial cast, for instance. A sight seldom seen in those days.
Your ice water, madam.
Wait, thank you. That was pure vodka, you poop!
Yeah, some elements were quite progressive. Others were stale in 1928. You know what? I'm gonna skip ahead.
Your ice water, madam.
Wait, thank you. That was... That... Poop! Where do you think you're going?
To find some lime juice, madam.
The lime juice? Well, for heaven's sake, why?
I'm going to wring out my eyebrows and make myself a gimlet.
There's a song coming up, and they needed something to allow for the set change. It's very simple. It's mechanics. It's like pornography. Let me explain what I mean by that. In pornography, the story is simplistic. How do I pay for this peep shower? Being a classic example, my point is, as in a musical, the story exists only to connect the longer, more engaging production numbers. Why? Well, what kind of society do we live in where I can't discuss the similarities between pornography and musical theater?
In a few hours, I'm going to be Mrs. Robert Martin. Oh, my head is spinning.
Yes, life is a mad whirlwind.
Now, this is a really interesting scene. This is the only time when Jane Roberts and Beatrice Stockwell are alone together on stage. Now, Jane Roberts was an emerging star, but Beatrice Stockwell was already well established and forced to contend with.
Oh, I'm just so full of apprehension. Though I suppose that's normal, considering the circumstances. Have you ever been married, Chaperone?
No, I drink out of pleasure, not necessity.
Your ice water, madam. I'm afraid refreshing of olives.
Have you ever been married, underling?
Heavens no, madam. If I'm going to serve a woman, I'd be paid for my efforts.
Oh, you too. I know it seems crazy to give up a successful career and marry a man I hardly know. But for some reason, when I look into his eyes, those big, goofy eyes, oh, I just get all woozy. And that's love, isn't it?
Not necessarily. The wooziness could be from any number of things. I mean, I'm woozy right now, and I'm certainly not in love.
Now, Beatrice Stockwell was famous for her rousing anthems. She entertained and inspired the troops in every major world conflict, up to and including the Falklands War. Of course, by that time, she was in her late 80s, and her anthems didn't so much rouse as they did stupefy. Still, she demanded that an anthem be included in every show she ever did, even if it wasn't appropriate. But you just couldn't say no to her. That's star power.
Really, you're not being the least bit helpful. Couldn't you at least allay my fears with a few choice words of inspiration?
Inspiration? Really, dear, it's not my forte.
Yes, but I'm sure that you can try that.
Stumble along on life's funny journey. As we stumble along into the blue, we look here and we look there, seeking answers anywhere. Never sure of where to turn or what to do. Still we bumble our way. Life's crazy going left from right or right from wrong. And the best that we can do is hope a loser will sing his song as we stumble along.
That was quite nice, Chaperone. That was quite nice, Chaperone, but I don't see how it pertains to my situation.
Let me explain.
Oh, really? No, that's okay. Oh. Okay. Sit with that. Oh!
It's a dismal little world in which we live. It's California to nothing left to give.
7 overrated wonders, 7 underwhelming scenes, 6 excruciating continents, Antarctica. Oh, please. Still, you mustn't let it plague you, this plant. Oh, so bland. Keep your eyeball on the highball in your hand. As we stumble along, cross life's crowded dance floor, as we push and we shove, we live and as we finally leave the bar and we see that morning star, we pull our straps up and pull the turn. Then we stumble away. Those lights are
Don't you just love her? Basically, she sings a rousing anthem about alcoholism. That's what I love about her. She just does her own thing when she wants, regardless of the needs and concerns of others. My mother was like that.
Well, that was quite inspiring, Chaperone. But I'm still conflicted. Oh, please, just tell me, is Robert the man for me? That, my dear, is something you'll have to decide for yourself. But I just don't know if he loves me. Why don't you ask him? Why don't you say,
Roger, do you love me?
it's Robert, and I'm not allowed to see him. In fact, it's your job to keep me away from him.
You're right. And I take that responsibility very seriously. I am, however, at this moment, feeling terribly drowsy. I'm afraid I'll have to have a lie down. Now, whatever you do, don't go wandering through the garden seeking out your fiancé to ask him the question upon which your future happiness depends.
Oh, thank you, Chaperone. I just have to know if he loves me.
Ugh, such a skinny little fool. However, I do envy her. Oh, when love come crashing through my door.
La 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 la.
Look who it is. It's Aldolfo come to seduce the bride.
I am? I don't know.
Try not to think of the poodles while you're listening to this part.
I am Adolfo. And you are Bride.
No, I'm not.
What? But this is Bridal Suite, and you are the only one here. Therefore, you must be Bride.
Interesting argument. However, I'm afraid you are a moron. We know bride. Perhaps I could take a message.
Yes, very good. Dear Vandergraft Bride, I must make love to you and transport you to the place of ecstasy. Sooner is better. Signed, Adolfo, King of Romance.
Well, you've seen through my little ruse. You found me out.
Ah, so you are the bride.
Apparently. Yes! Take me, old dollface!
No! Not Adolfo Face, Adolfo. You must remember my name for when we are making love and you are screaming. You must say the right name or we'll ruin everything. How can I make you remember?
I'm sure that you have heard the name Adolfo. The ladies that wait to claim Adolfo. The loveliness, I am the same Adolfo. I introduce myself, I am Adolfo.
Nice to meet you. Shall we?
Not so fast.
Now just in case you didn't hear Adolfo, I'll try to make it very clear Adolfo. See lovely ladies are Mr. Adolfo. When I repeat myself, I am Adolfo. I can sing it high. I can sing it low.
I can sing it very fast, Adolfo.
I can sing it very slowly.
I would do it now, but that would take hours. Now, let's see if you can remember my name.
I'll give it a shot.
Now, what's the very that you see? And how will you refer to me? And who is it I'll always be?
Now sing it proudly.
You are
Now, let me spell it out for you.
For you lovely ladies who do not hear because you are hard of hearing or something, I don't know. I am a getting married today, so I have to wear a blindfold.
Blindfold?
I'm sorry, who am I speaking to anyhow?
Why, it's me. Mimi from France.
This scene couldn't be any more ridiculous.
So, you are marrying Jeanette Van Graaf, no?
Oui,
I hear she's very beautiful.
oui.
And glamorous.
Ah, oui, oui.
And is it true that she has an exceptionally broad range and excels at playing both comedic and dramatic
Say,
roles?
I'm having trouble placing your accent. What part of France are you from?
Oh, the middle part. Where they make the toast. So, you were telling me about your, how do you say it in English? Fiancé.
That's right.
So, tell me, when was the moment when you knew that she was the one for you?
It's a funny story, actually. We were standing on the Lido deck of the Ile de France.
Yes?
I was amusing her with stories of my father's local interest.
And then what happened?
I looked into her eyes, her big, glamorous eyes, and felt all woozy.
And then you fell. And then you fell?
Yes, right on my keister. And I said, well, I guess I don't have my sea legs anymore.
But we haven't left the dock.
That's what she said. And that's when I knew it must be love.
And then you said,
And then I said, there was a time I could stop on a dime. Forbearance was one of my talents. Oh, but since you've been around, I can't hold my ground. I'm consistently losing my balance. I'm an accident waiting to happen. I'm a mishap about to ensue. I'm the toy on the stair, the three-legged chair, the hand that's been caught by a shoe. When my two lovesick arms started flapping, there was nothing my ankles could do. I'm an accident waiting to happen. So how do I happen to you?
and then what happened?
And then she joined in.
When men say I'm sweet and they fall at my feet, my heart doesn't beat any faster. But when you lose control, it touches my soul. So I'm bracing myself for disaster. You're an accident waiting to happen. A catastrophe destined to be.
That's me. I'm the rat in the cell.
A broken umbrella, a branch hanging loose from a tree. I can see myself jumping and clapping for a man who lives dangerously. You're an accident waiting to happen, so hurry and happen to me. And then what happened?
And then we kissed.
You're an accident waiting to happen. So hurry and happen to me. You just kissed a strange French girl on your wedding day. proceed according to schedule.
Now it's time to receive your just desserts. What do you think, partner? Should we whip up something special for Mr. Balancing?
Yeah. Yeah. How about the Toledo surprise?
An inspired choice.
Toledo surprise. I never heard of that.
No, you haven't. Those who have heard of it are generally never heard from again.
We'll share the recipe with you.
First you chop the nuts,
Pound the dough.
then you bake it up nice and slow. Then you got a Toledo surprise.
Could you run that by me again?
It's a very simple recipe, Mr. Feltzig.
First you chop the nuts,
Then you pound the dough.
then you bake it up nice and slow. Then you got a Toledo surprise. Say, why don't we give him a little taste?
All right.
Hold it! What style? What grace? What rhythm? Open your fist. And now shake it. Now, I want you boys to give me that recipe one more time. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Go!
Chop the nuts,
Pound the dough.
bake it up,
Right.
Nice and slow.
then you got a Toledo surprise.
Now suck.
Hit the peach,
Peel the skin.
mush it up.
Throw it in.
That's a tasty Toledo surprise. Now you beat it up, then you speed it up. When you heat it up, if it tries to rise, don't let it get so stuck. Try it folks, whip your whites, split your yolks, then you got a Toledo surprise.
You boys not happy?
Honest?
Keep it up. I'll go work on your contract. 5, 6, 7, 8. Ladies, I'm not thinking about it.
Toledo surprise! Yummy! You're putting nice in the shop, but you won't believe it. They're not even in the ocean.
That's where you got it all wrong. The new act. It's for you, Kitty, and these boys are your backup dancers.
Backup dancers? Holy cats! One hot Toledo sauce, one Toledo, one yes Toledo, sugary yum yum. Surprise! Makes your boss your tuxedo. Toledo surprise.
Wait. I'm done making nonsense. The wedding is off.
What? For the love of God, why?
I'm done making love with the bride. That is not the bride, you idiot! That is the chaperone!
Wedding's off.
Wedding is off!
What?
Robert kissed a French girl. Her name's Mimi. She's very beautiful.
Janet and I couldn't help it. She's just like you. Only French.
Anthony,
Yes, madam.
what is all of this commotion about?
The wedding, madam.
Oh, is there going to be a wedding?
Not anymore. Oh, what a tragedy. What a wonderful, wonderful tragedy. We're the floor boys. I'll show you how it's done. First you beat it up, then you speed it up. When you heat it up, if it tries to rise, don't let it. Toledo surprise.
Surprise!
Wait till it's ready.
Surprise!
Wait until it's ready.
Surprise!
Wait till it's ready.
Now it's ready. Surprise!
Yeah.
It's
it would be if we were actually watching the Drowsy Chaperone in the Marosco Theater, which of course, we are not. I don't like intermissions. They ruin the magic, you know? One moment you're lost in a world of music and glamour, and then bam, you're surrounded by tourists, crinkling candy wrappers and a nattering about the lack of women's restrooms. It's cruel. Oh, it was a power bar. I have to eat small meals all day long or else I get jittery. I know it's rude, but you wouldn't prefer the alternative. Believe you me. Believe you me. I remember my wedding day. I didn't eat breakfast that morning, and the ceremony wasn't until 4 in the afternoon. I do! Are you surprised I was married? Well, there you go. You shouldn't go making assumptions about people. I'm a very complex person. I have to pee now. I'll be quick, I promise. And while I'm gone, you can listen to the beginning of Act 2.
First rehearse each song I wrote. To each word a walking note. Hand by hand with merry grace, we shall sing and bless this place of our
And the issue that creates ever shall be put to end.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. That was not from the Drowsy Chaperone. That was from another musical entirely. I have this woman who comes in once a month. Can you... I have this woman who comes in once a month. Can you say that? I have a woman? Anyways, she cleans the things I absolutely refuse to touch, but she has this annoying habit of putting my records away and in the wrong sleeves, even though I tell her, no touch records, Carmela, no touch records. I suppose if I spoke to her in full sentences, maybe she'd stop touching my records. Anyways, that song began Act 2 of William Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream. A chooky musical production at that. It was written by musicals history's most well-known failure, Francesco Churchill. Frankie Churchill's great-great-grandfather. I don't know what he was on, but I enjoy some of it. Anyways, Act 2 of The Drowsy Chaperone begins with this, a haunting lament from a very depressed bride. She sings it standing on her balcony, bathed in the pale blue light of a sympathetic moon, which is ridiculous because it's the middle of the day. Now, while you're listening to this, try to ignore the lyrics. I know it will be difficult, but the melody is so beautiful. Just block out the lyrics.
I put a monkey on a pedestal and tried to make that monkey He left his jacket on that pedestal beside his tiny rusty cup. And I haven't got the strength to pick them up. Oh, monkey, 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 you broke my heart in two. But I'll always save that pedestal for you. Come, my little monkey, come, my little monkey.
I'm gonna pour myself a brandy. The melody is so simple, it just floats in the air. And I must confess, I always get a little misty-eyed when I think of that tiny jacket lying on the pedestal. Its long sleeves dangling on the floor.
Oh, monkey, 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 you broke my heart in two. But I'll always save that pedestal for you. Come, my little monkey. Come, my little monkey.
Okay, here we go.
Wait,
Who are you?
I'm Janet.
Do you need anyone?
I don't need anyone.
What about a level one
What
man?
do I care about the love of one man when I am adored by millions? Do I need to be so gloomy?
No, no, no!
I don't rule the world, so I chose. Secret voices, flowers to me every show. You're too tight, she handed me a rose.
Now she's really
I'm Janet, Janet Bender. Pace no nail that I can't hammer. Why give up a life of glamour? Life of glamour, life of glamour. No!
I love this part. She's having a complete mental breakdown.
I'm an accident waiting to happen. I don't want to show up no more. I don't want to threaten her no more. Even write a song hurt no more. I don't wanna. Just one too tiny cat who drives me Oh, Robert! And try to make my feelings I know now that I love you, and I wrote all away. I love you, monkey, but it's love enough. Is love ever enough? I ask, that's ours. Is it the monkey or my pedestal?
Don't you just love that number? It has a little bit of everything. A little Busby Berkeley, a little Jane Goodall, and that's another thing I love about characters in musicals. When a character is in crisis, they sing and they dance, which is so much more interesting than just whining about it. But that's another thing I love about musicals in general. When the timing is right. You see? This is what I'm talking about. This is life. You manage to be happy for 5 seconds, and then something starts ringing. Hello?
What a beautiful day for a wedding!
Shall I have the pews moved now? Would you prefer I wait until morning?
Now, I'm going to stop this number right here because I don't want this number ruined by a ringing telephone. Here we have 2 vaudeville performers who have slipped through the cracks of time. They are Noel Fitzpatrick and Ukulele Lil. I don't know anything about them. I suppose Ukulele Lil played the ukulele, although she doesn't in this show. Actually, I tried to find out more about her. I went through all my books, I even tried the interwebs. But all of my searches ended with Tiny Tim's autopsy photographs. Anyways, they're both charming.
Why would you have the pews removed?
The bride's called at the wedding, madam.
Oh, underling, never listen to a bride on her wedding day. Love is a very complex emotion, underling.
Yes, madam.
You can be very close to someone 1 minute, and the next one you just want to strangle them! Do you understand what I mean?
I'm familiar with the urge to strangle. Yes.
Oh, you see, that's just the nature of love. Love makes lovers worry, love makes lovers fret, but here's a fact on which we can't depend. Just like long ago, when Romeo loved Juliet, love is always lovely in the end.
But Romeo and Juliet is a tragedy, madam.
Oh, I never read reviews. Love can start a quarrel, love can cause a din, but love has always been a trusty friend. So was a happy fate for Henriette and Anne Boleyn. Love is always lovely in the end.
It's nice to remind you, man, that Anne Boleyn lost her head.
Oh yes, she was in love. Love was good to Eve and Adam,
Here we go again.
and Samson and Delilah too.
Might ask a question. Now,
Why yes, of course.
why does nothing I say to you ever get through?
Don't mind if I do. Love is always lovely in the end.
I went quite taxing. Excuse me while I pour myself a glass of ice water.
Love sneaks up behind you, love drops from above, but love would never consciously offend. Love has certainly been kind to me, and my true love. Love is always lovely in the end.
But your late husband was a brute.
I don't mean him, you silly coot.
Love me.
Love is always lovely in the end. Love is always lovely in the end.
Yes, that was charming. But to be frank, on some level, that number pisses me off. Now I'm going to say something here, and yes, I have been drinking, but I'm going to go on a limb here and say that love is not always lovely in the end. Often in the end, there are divorce lawyers, and another thing. Was no one aware of the awkward sexual connotation of that title? Love is always lovely in the end? I mean, is it just me? I guess what I'm saying is that number is naive, and irresponsibly so. I'm sorry, I thought that you two said this thing for the young people. I won't interrupt anymore. Oh, there's a moment coming up that I've become obsessed with.
Oh, chaperone, I am in a terrible state.
You certainly are.
You can't go to the wedding looking like that. Oh, you poor dear. Haven't you heard? The wedding has been called off. Not your wedding. Mine. Oh, that reminds me. Might I borrow your veil? You're getting married? But to whom?
Yeah. Ah, beautiful lady. With that expression.
You're marrying Adolfo? I know. It's surprising. But when I look into his eyes, his big, clumsy eyes, I get all drowsy. And that's love, isn't it?
Yes, dear, it is. Help me.
There you are. All right, I'll put my cards on the table. I got a weak heart. Can't take pressure. If this goes on any longer, the old ticker's gonna give out. So please tell me, is there going to be a wedding or not?
Yes.
Thank the good Lord in heaven.
Adolfo and the chaperone are getting married.
What?
There you are. I have wonderful news. There is going to be a wedding.
We know.
You know.
Yes, we just heard.
But who told you? I told you. But how did you know?
What difference does it make?
Miss Thompson and I remanded the gods on the 10:30 this evening.
What?
What? Ah! Yes.
Congratulations to everyone.
Say, what kind of cockamamie wedding is this? Everyone's getting married except the bride and the groom.
This
Everyone's
is the most
getting
famous.
married except the bride and the groom.
This is the most famous instance of an actor missing his cue. And the longest instance at that.
There you are. Oh, Jen! I've been looking everywhere for you. Oh,
Hello, Mr. Martin.
Please, don't be that way. Can't you find it in your heart to marry me? Janet, it's our wedding day. George has gone through all this trouble and, well, I love him. More than I can say.
But you kissed another woman.
Yes. And I just don't understand it. I know this may sound ridiculous, but when I was kissing that French girl, why, it was just like kissing you.
Oh, Robert. You were kissing me.
What? You mean you're Mimi? Well, that French accent was remarkably accurate.
Thank you. And now to our playing the role of Monique in Hold That Baguette.
And not a moment too soon. Now, before you do anything, think about this. No matter how well you play the role of the happy wife, you will never, ever get a standing ovation.
Oh, I just don't know. Chaperone, please, just this once, give me some advice that is coherent and appropriate to the situation. Should I marry Robert?
moment I was talking about. Not only the culmination of the plot, but a moment that has fascinated me more than any other, and that has brought me back to this record again and again. Here it comes.
Well, my advice to you is,
And this is it. Listen.
while you can,
Listen. You can't quite make out what she says because someone drops a cane. I'll play it for you again.
while you can,
Is she saying live while you can or leave while you can?
while you can.
Now, this is Beatrice Stockwell, so it might just be a cynical quip, but this is a wedding after all, and that's exactly what you think when you're standing at the altar, isn't it? Live or leave. And you have to live, because you do love her in some way. It's not an exact science. An arrow doesn't come out of the sky and point to the one you're supposed to be with. So one day you do say it. You say, I love you, and you phrase it as a question, but they take it as fact. And then suddenly, there she is, standing in front of you in a $3,000 wedding dress. And enough you need the chuppah. So what do? Do you say I was joking, I was kidding? No, you can't. You live. You choose to live. And so for a couple of months you stare at that alien life form in bed next to you, and you think to yourself, who are you? Who are you? And then one day you say it out loud. Then it's a separation trial and couples counseling. And all your conversations are about her eating disorder and your Zoloft addiction. And you're constantly redefining and reevaluating and revisiting before you finally lose a deposit on the house and the relationship ends on a particularly ugly note with your only copy of Gypsy flying through the air and smashing against the living room wall. But still, in the larger sense, in the broader sense, it's better to have lived than to have left. Right?
while you can.
You have no idea how many times I've listened to that.
Oh, chaperone, you truly have a way with words. Yes, Robert, I will marry you.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, Mr. Feldzig, it looks like this wedding is a done deal.
Yeah, you're in truffle.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
But the race, I found a replacement. I know, leaving late. Presenting Kitty the Incredible. Okay, Kitty. Now, show the boys here how you can read my mind. My mind.
Kitty, will you marry me? Oh, yes, Mr. Feldzig,
What are we all waiting for? Ladies, you go put on your frillies and we'll all get married in one big club. How they do it in Utah.
Well, George, I don't know how you managed to pull it off. 4 weddings in one day. Why, I guess you're everyone's best man now.
I am.
Of course.
I am.
Hip hip.
Hooray! He's George, not George, the best man George. He's basking in the glory of a fight well fought. Wedding bells will ring, wedding bells will chime, wedding bells will celebrate a happy wedding time.
married me.
Oh, shit! Yes!
Wait, I got it, Trix. You can marry them on the plane after all.
A bride and groom in a chapel may bring a tear to the eye, but what a thrill when lovers shrill. I do in the sky when bells are said in the
Oh my God. It's okay. Everybody stay calm. This happens sometimes. It's an old apartment with faulty old wiring. Just don't talk to anyone. Don't talk. Just keep the show alive in your minds. All right? I'll find a fuse box. Everybody be quiet.
It's the super.
Oh my God.
Hi.
Hello?
Your lights are out.
Yes.
Yeah, we had to shut the power out to replace the breaker panel in the basement.
Yes.
So we replaced it, but when we turned the power off, the breakers in all the apartments tripped.
Yes.
It happens. It's normal. So I need to go reset your breakers.
Now?
Now, it'll only take a second.
All right.
Because earlier before, I gave you a call, but there was an answer.
Oh, I've been having trouble with the phone recently. Yeah.
Sure. All right. Here we go. What was that?
It was music.
What kind of music was that?
It was a show. You know, a musical.
You like musicals?
No.
I love musicals! I go all the time! Oh, have you seen the Saigon? They landed a helicopter on stage. That one! I know! Oh my goodness, I've seen them all. I've seen Cats, Les Mis, Saturday Night Fever.
one note away from the end of the show and the moment is ruined. I should just start the record again from the beginning. No, I can't do that, can I? You have to understand, it's so frustrating. I just love the show so much. I've never even seen it. My mother gave me this record. This was right before my father left us. He didn't leave because of the record, although I'm sure health matters. Look, I know it's not a perfect show. The spit take scene is lame, and the monkey motif is labored, but it does what a show is supposed to do. Gives you a little tune to carry within your head. A little something to help you against the dreary horrors of the real world. A little something for when you're feeling blue. You know? As we stumble along on life's funny journey, as we stumble along into the blue,